ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first home game of the season here, this 2011 season. I'm Brett Davis. I'm up here with Rob Mertz.
Hello, Brett. How are you?
I'm doing well. Panthers come into the game 0-1 after a 2-2 tie at Cardinal Mooney earlier in the week up in Youngstown.
That's correct. The Panthers traveled up to Youngstown earlier this week. Faced a good Mooney side. It was sort of a good news, bad news night for the Panthers. The bad news being they didn't necessarily come away with the result that they would have wanted, but the good news being that they certainly played well enough to win that game. Controlled much of the play, much of the possession, and look for them to be pretty dangerous here tonight.
Now, Kiski comes into the game here 2-0. They defeated Shaler 1-0 and Penn Trafford 1-0. Now, these two teams hooked up last year, earlier in the season, up at Kiski in an extremely fast and physical game. St. Clair came out of that game, the victor, 3-2. So we're kind of expecting more of the same here this evening, but we should hopefully get a good feel for how the game is going to roll here early, just after kickoff.
Looks like Coach Schneider's going with the same starting lineup as he had the other night at Mooney. I thought that our holding midfielders, Kevin Muck and Troy Kieran, played very well the other night, controlled a lot of balls in the middle of the field. Hope that the Panthers can be a little more dangerous in the attacking third. They missed some good opportunities at goal and maybe looked a little impatient in their build-up in the final third, so hopefully they can take care of that tonight.
Well, you know how that goes, Rob. You can outshoot a team 4-1 and still find yourselves in a losing end of the result. Hopefully they'll have their shooting boots on here tonight.
I agree.
St. Clair typically plays four in the back and definitely uses more of a possession type of game, a controlling type of game. So you'll see that, and as you see here in the early going, it's just moving the ball around the back and trying to get a feel for what's going to happen today. I think now the Panthers finished up last year with 15 wins, 3 losses, and a tie. I think the Cavaliers, a similar record, as both teams made it to the WPIAL playoffs last year. And surprisingly enough, both teams were knocked out of the playoffs by the teams that ultimately made it to the finals, Peters Township and Central Catholic.
That's right. If I remember, Kiski lost double overtime to Peters. They had them down late, and Peters found a way to claw back and win that game.
We're going to throw in here for Kiski. And early on, it's just a filling out process for both of the teams. And as we said earlier, I'd expect St. Clair to have most of the possession tonight, using the width of the field more so as opposed to going direct over top. And we'll get a goal kick coming out.
Kevin Muck chasing the ball to the end line there. Really impressed with with Kevin's physicality in the first game. Really a physical presence in the middle of the field, and he's done a very nice job in the early part of the season.
So it looks like Panthers here playing a 4-2-3-1. Basically 4 players in the back, maybe offset a little bit, kind of a stopper sweeper situation. 2 holding mids. 3 midfielders and a lone striker up top.
They're looking to get the ball to Mackey up top. He did a nice job the other night. Started out the regular season with a goal and an assist at Mooney, and he looked good. They're going to want to try to find his speed as much as they can because he can be dangerous. It's
a different spot for him this year, because the past 3 years he's played defense. I think on his academy team, I believe he plays for the Cleveland Internationals, also a defender up there, so he finds himself in a unique position. Now, watching the scrimmages, Panthers played South Park and Fox Chapel, and quite frankly had an easy go of it the first 2 games. They are scrimmages. It's much different than a regular season game. Okay, but they really had an easy go of it, and quite frankly, one of the things that impressed me with Steven was, kid is fast. I mean, he was just really able to put defenders under a ton of pressure when he got in the full gear.
He did a really nice job the other night, too, of holding the ball up in the midfield for us. I'd like to see them get the ball to his feet more around the top of the D, inside the 18, because he will make other teams pay if that happens.
Yeah, he's got good skills. He's definitely got good skills, so he should be able to hold the ball up. Just another throw in here for St. Clair. And again, we'll work our possession game. Ball be coming back outside. Well, that's a nice little flick on by Mackey. See what Gertunka can turn this into here. St. Clair go throwing. Good ball movement there. I mean, nice and quick and a nice inside-out game. Gertunka knew it was coming. He took off up the sideline.
Since the other night, the Panthers were a little impatient in the final third of the field. Maybe need to be a little more patient and build the attack a little bit more in the final third, rather than just going for the jugular every time. I think that with the skill they have out there, they can do damage that way if they're just a little more patient.
Maybe be a little bit more creative instead of rushing everything. Kiski swings it over the side and throws the ball into the box, easily handled by Joe Conlon. Now, Joe's an interesting story. First year varsity experience for him. Played JV. Okay, last year was starting keeper, full-time keeper at JV, and now he finds himself after graduation of a familiar last name, Hast, between the pipes. Okay, shared time with Michael Ortenzo, also in goalkeeper, but Joe's found himself as a starter.
Troy Kieran finds himself top of the 18, can't quite get around the goal. Good ball by Mackey.
Yeah, the nice thing there too is that's a nice direct ball trying to find the seam.
It's good to see Troy coming out of the midfield.
Yeah, and you know what happens when they come out of the midfield? They get lost. You know, people can't find them. It's a good shield by Worthy, and Joe comes out and collects the ball.
Well, it's like you just referred to, that movement will break teams down. And the movement out of the midfield, you need to just keep being patient and creative like that, and things will play.
So I'm interested in seeing, as we get these teams deep into their own end defensively, what we do if we're going to step up and press up on teams, or if we're going to lay back a little bit. What was your observation, at least defensively, of Mooney? What did we do?
We were definitely pressing, and Mooney, I think, playing like we're playing with the 4-2 and the attacking mid and the 3 up front. He's not playing as wings as midfielders. They're definitely playing as forwards, so they're pressing the ball.
Real nice step by Pizzone.
Good movement by Dom. Be patient there.
Well, right now, no question, in the early going here, 7-8 minutes into it, you can see St. Clair definitely has a superior technical ability, better tactically, but really haven't threatened other than the one through ball that's been placed through.
Well,
And that's the final third. That's the issue in trying to make things happen in the final third, okay?
The other night did real well in the middle third of the field, controlled a lot of the game, but weren't able to make too many good things happen in the final third. We certainly had some chances, and if the finishing was a little bit better, that game could easily have been 4-1 the other night.
Big throw into the box here, and which is dangerous. Big advantage for teams when they have a big throw like that. I mean,
Absolutely.
gives you a chance to score anytime you get the ball in the offensive third. You know, and going back to the possession issue, I mean, that's been one of the issues. There's a nice ball down in the corner.
St. Clair pressing. Out for a goal kick.
But that's one of the issues that we've had historically, being a possession team. There's possession for possession, then there's possession with a purpose.
That's right.
And you can have all the possession that you want and find yourself losing a game 1-0.
So far, Kiski isn't, they're not just packing it in, they're trying to play with the Panthers here, so that will bode well for us, I think, over the course of this game.
Yeah, we should be able to find some gaps.
Good switch of fields there.
Well, he's offsides. Yeah.
That was a good switch of field by Kevin Muck.
Yeah, good switch and a good play by Joel to get a first-time ball into the box. He didn't sit and wait for it, okay? You like to see that ball come in quick so your forwards are not offsides. And I guess Gertunka just got caught off a little bit, just needs to pay attention a little bit more. And just get a good read on where he is in relationship to the last defender and the ball. Now, Joe's also pretty good with his feet, so that gives the backs a lot of confidence to play that ball back, that you've got a goalie who's got some decent foot skills on him.
Yeah, that's definitely a plus for those center backs and outside backs to be able to know he's there and playing with confidence.
Good thought.
Out for a corner.
Yeah.
Corner.
And again, you see that ball coming inside, you know, from the outside flank. He continues his run. That ball comes into Mackey. Mackey tries to slot a nice one into him. We win a corner off of it. Good read by, is that Matt Kiernan? Yeah, good read by Matt to come back, actually. I think he got caught in between thoughts there. That's all. That's all. Do I go hit the ball first time, take it on the inside, or let it run? He just a little caught in between thoughts.
Kiski stringing a few passes together there, but not able to penetrate on the Panthers. Switch of field.
You know, and you can see a little bit too when Kiski had that brief period of possession defensively, just out of shape a little bit. You know, we just get out of shape a little bit. It opens up some lanes for them. They basically get some numerical advantage, and here's a nice ball in by Joel Hart. That's going to be a foul. Ball's coming out.
Foul on St. Clair, free kick.
Yeah, hey, that's not a bad foul.
No.
I mean, you know, Gertunka's trying to win the ball there. He doesn't want a quick break. I mean, you know, that's a good foul. He makes a good effort to try to get the ball. You foul a kid there, so what? Gives us a chance to get realigned. And again, a nice picture of the 4-2-3-1 that we're playing here. He'll swing this around.
Doing a good job spreading the field. Looking for their chances, for their spots. About 14 minutes gone in this first half. Panthers playing well, controlling play, but with little to show for it at this point.
That's a good tackle and a good non-call. Definitely got around the ball. May have put his hands on his back at the end, but that's okay. That's called home field advantage. Looks like Kiski's going to work towards getting their first substitute in here for the evening. Number 23, Dakota Lang.
Big boy for a freshman, huh?
Yeah, he is. I've known Dakota for a number of years, and his older brother had a tremendous career at Kiski. Okay, scored a ton of goals for them, and I think Dakota will be a U16 player in the club world next year. He'll be playing over at Century United.
Sure, they're looking for big things
Out of him,
Kiski here, the bloodlines and stuff.
absolutely. Well, again, we're kind of having our way relative to the possession. It's just a matter of trying to figure them out in the final third and trying to get a good look at goal.
We've had a rough time. Joel Hart with a shot on goal. Keeper easily handles it. We've had a rough time the other night, and in the first games, finding the ball at our feet inside the penalty area. Haven't been able to find many situations where we've been able to get the ball to feet inside the 18-yard box. So we'll look to.
Yeah, and that could be due to a couple of things. I mean, it's a lack of numbers in the box. It's a lack of movement off the ball.
Yes.
Okay? And here's a great chance, and it's fantastic. Well, when we talk about movement, okay, you can see the player, and who was that? The zone? Okay, coming from an outside, moving into the goal area, okay, into the 18-yard box with some great movement. Gives us the goal, but obviously offsides, unfortunately. But it's exactly what you were talking to, getting the ball at the feet in the box. We do it there, we get a goal, we just got to be onside.
Onside. Minor detail.
So 3 substitutes. Looking to come in for Upper St. Clair. Number 18, Tommy O'Connor. Number 22, Robbie Mertz. And number 11, Nick Chesko. Thank you. Nice turn by Mackey.
Physical tackle in the middle of the field, Mike Worthy making a nice play on the ball.
Good tackle.
Referees awarded a free kick.
Well, a little unfortunate there, as about 20 seconds ago we got run over.
Yeah.
And now they call that way, but that's okay.
32 yards out. Make that 31. Panthers with a 4-man wall.
My guess is they're going to try to put a shot on goal here, as they just have not threatened at all.
Your guess is correct, but it's high over the bar. Looks like the subs will come in at this point.
So coming out, John Gertunka, Joel Hart, Ethan Dysert. Going in, Nick Chesko, Robbie Mertz, and Tommy O'Connor. Now, Nick had a little time off earlier in the season, unwanted time off, with a little bang to the noggin. But we were kind of joking because his first came back, I think it was against Fox Chapel. He buried 3 goals and got the first hat trick of the year. So we'll see if he can replicate his performance of the last time that he was out. Strong ball. Excellent work.
Well done.
Excellent work. Good ball over top to Chesko.
Goalie did well to cut down the angle there. He's in a good position to make that save. A little physical over there. Looks like Nick got taken down, but the call goes the other way. Must have
Well-
been something before the takedown there.
My understanding is that to be a referee, there is no practical exam. It's merely a multiple choice exam.
Yeah,
Is that-
exactly right?
Okay.
Multiple right answers, right?
Consequently, now to be fair, it's all questioned at every level.
That's true. Whitfield has an interesting way of doing it for soccer, though. No linesmen, no flags, 3 men on the field. Very unique to this western Pennsylvania area.
As a good,
step up by West.
yeah, good step by Wes, okay? He's got Robbie wide open. So I do like a couple of times we've been making some deep runs. You know, midfielders coming from a deep, players coming from a deep midfield position, okay? Which I think is opening up some opportunities for us.
It is, as you alluded to, they have a hard time accounting for
Yeah.
the extra body coming from the back. Well, the rain has held off for now, hasn't it? And any severe weather that was threatening, so let's hope that stays.
Let's hope that stays, exactly. Nice little turn by Nick. Yeah, not better ball movement on that.
Wouldn't mind seeing Steve take that shot there.
I think so. Yeah, I think that has to be taken. He's got to step in. He's got a free lane in. Would have liked to see him.
He's got a can.
Yeah, I would have liked him take the shot or take a couple more dribbles in to get a better look at the goal.
Good overlapping run by Kevin Muck. Nice slide tackle by the Kiski defender. Goes for a St. Clair throw-in.
Now we should have a big throw in here. I mean, West Burdett should take this throw in.
And
We haven't seen it yet.
he is.
Okay, good.
Ethan Dicer coming in for
Stephen Mackey.
Give him a break. Got about 18 minutes left here in the first half. Big throw. Oh, header. Just headed over the bar by Ethan Dicer.
Yeah, you're not going to get a better look than that. And unfortunately, those are the ones that come back and bite you at the end of the game. But they've created some good chances here, some good looks. Hopefully we can put one in here shortly. Ton of time and space for our guys in the middle of the field, okay?
Run. Good hard tackle by Don Pizzone. Nice step by Mike Worthy.
Yeah, good composure on the ball.
Don't mind seeing Mike go forward. Here we go. Well done. Great flow through ball to Ethan. Gets the cross in.
Dangerous ball in front.
Very dangerous.
Should be a big throw in for St. Clair here.
It's nice to see Mike step up on that play, see the passing lane to Ethan. Give us a good opportunity on the goal line. So we'll see another big throw from West. Let's see if we can knock this one home.
Ball's into the box. Happens a lot. You get those calls, those pushing the bat, you know, those pushing calls in the box, and let's face it, there's a heck of a lot of pushing, a heck of a lot of tugging going on in there at that point in time, but invariably,
Maybe need to get another man in the box to frame the goal. On this
oh,
throw and
frame the
press.
goal.
It's,
Good term. I like that. Can you explain what framing the goal means to our listeners out there?
you want to have a man in every area of the goal, near post, mid goal, far post, someone out top looking for a second ball that might deflect out. And seems to me we could use a few more white shirts in there. You know where the ball's coming when Wes throws it. You know it's going to be right in the middle of the goal mouth. So we need to get bodies in there to take advantage of that. Like to see someone in front of the goalie too. You know the ball's going to be have someone stand in front of the goalie and make it more difficult for him to come out and play that ball.
Yeah, and that's a tactic you see a lot at the younger ages, at least in the club level. Okay, don't see it a heck of a lot here, but as a keeper, you've got somebody standing in front of you, blocking your vision, blocking your path. It does nothing but cause problems
That's right.
for you. After a short break here, Stevens back up.
St. Clair knocking. Said need to remain patient, keep working the ball. Forward to Dakota Lang. Mike Worthy does a nice job getting the ball to the outside, keeping it in bounds. Well played.
It's a hold on Kiski.
That'll be a St. Clair free kick.
And
midfield.
I know that's a hold because I watch a lot of NFL football, and I recognize that call.
from the guys in the striped shirts out.
So maybe this guy doubles as a football,
No, you don't
American
think-
football
you don't
referee
think
too.
so, huh?
Maybe.
Can't imagine. Throw in for the Panthers. It's a substitution. Stephen Mackey coming back on for the Panthers.
Troy Kiernan coming off.
And for Kiski, number 13, Brandon Jenkins coming back on.
It's a nice ball in a space by Robbie.
Cross ball, back post. And chance goes pegging. Panthers winning possession again at midfield.
Yeah, it's really going to be tough for Kiski to score here tonight if we continue to play defensively as well as we are.
Good give and go on the outside right. Cross ball in. And one out.
Now, maybe this is something coaches will talk about at halftime, but we definitely have the play down on the flanks. We're getting an opportunity to cross the ball in. At some point in time, you've got to think about dribbling that ball towards the end line and then cutting it back in on the ground, you know, to the penalty spot in and around that area, just to try and change things up a little bit.
Absolutely. And that certainly is one of the most dangerous spots for an attacker to be on the end line with the ball, looking for players that are charging the net. Can usually find their feet a lot easier than you can from out on the flank. You can place it on the left side. It's a good ball in. Oh, mishandled by the Kiski goalie, but cleared away for a throw-in. This will most likely be Wes again. Matt Kiernan takes it short to Wes.
It's a hard challenge.
Referee looks like he's calling a handball, possibly.
Not sure if he's calling a handball or maybe a charge on, who was that, Matt Kieran? Could have been, well,
Long range shot, easily handled by Mr. Conlon. Sinclair draws a foul in the middle of the field.
that was an easy one.
Good pressure by Steve Mackey.
Yeah,
Everyone should be stepping.
And this is where we'd like to, right, this is where defensively we'd like to see people step up, okay, so we can win the ball in the opponent's half of the field.
Things seem to get a little more physical at this point.
Yeah, and I suspect there'll be much more in the second half. There's no question here, St. Clair is the much more technically and tactically talented squad out there. But the score does remain 0-0 with just under 10 minutes left in the first half. The free kick here, probably a long ball into the box. See if we can get a head on it.
Worthy has come forward to try to hit this ball. Ooh. That's out for a corner kick off of the Kiski defender. St. Clair on get another shot to the ball in the middle.
Now that's a pretty good ball in by Wes. You know, it was prior to him kicking, I was wondering if he was going to float that ball in, or if he was going to drive it, and he elected the latter.
So Troy Kieran coming into the game
For Kevin Muck.
Doesn't play well so far.
Lofted ball into the box.
Well saved
Wonderful
by the
save.
goalie. Great
Wonderful
header
save by the
Kiski.
Kiski keeper. Good header by Mike Worthy. Headed for the upper 90. And quite frankly, very good save by the Kiski keeper.
Had to leave his feet for that one.
Do it again from the other side.
Ball in. Easily saved. Header floated into the goalie. So St. Clair again, same thing. Many chances knocking on the door. Can't seem to bury their opportunities. A similar theme to this past Tuesday night in Youngstown. Quick restart.
Probably put this ball all the way back. One more to the outside. Take your space here, take your head up. Tough ball to hit with your right foot from that position. Quite frankly, that ball should be hit with the left foot to curl it in.
Joel Hart back in the game.
Nick Chesko coming out.
Let's see if we can get one in the last 7 minutes here and go into the half with a lead.
Yeah, defensively, look very, very strong. Kids are playing well in the back, very organized, sure-footed. Midfield's controlling the play. It's just the final third.
We just have a hard time, it's like I said, similar to the other night, finding the ball at our feet in the box. A lot of balls served in from the flanks, and we're getting some opportunities on free kicks and throw-ins. But we need to try to get the ball, find ways to combine, have our targets hold the ball up, combine with wings and midfielders, and get the ball at our feet inside the area.
John's on his horse here. Just touched outside. It'll be thrown by Ethan Dicer, thrown for Kiski. Another Kiski throwing. Just under 6 minutes here, left and a half. Still 0-0. Harmless roller in the Joe Conlon. So let's take our space here. Let's take our space and be patient. Oh, there's a great ball by Tommy O'Connor.
Oh.
Robbie trying to get on the cover of ESPN with that move, and he almost had it.
Almost pulled it off. Earned another throw in. This one will be coming in from West, so expect to see it go mid-goal.
And what do we want to do here? We learned earlier.
We need to frame the goal.
Thank you very much.
Be nice to get Mr. Worthy up in the action here. Looks like he's going to stay back on this one. Injury here.
Tommy O'Connor limping as he comes out. Not really sure if it's a foot or a knee. Ball deep into the box.
Get that second ball.
Get up again.
Gobbled up by the goalie.
Yeah, Dysert does a nice job going up, and
I think in that situation, we need to get Mike Worthy up there. He's got obviously good
I
leaping ability.
don't disagree with you. You know, why you don't, we're controlling the game. There's really no concerns in the back. Okay, Mike's a big, tall, strong kid, experienced kid
Has the ball.
who's athletic.
Exactly.
Okay,
Dangerous ball by Kiski, first one of the night, really.
yeah, real dangerous. And let me tell you what, is that Matt Kiernan?
Yes.
That last,
Yes.
great play by Matt Kiernan. Okay, great play. Kid had a little bit of a step on him. He saw Joe coming out, and he gave a little push in the back with his body to knock the forward off. So great play by Matt Kiernan in the back.
We'd like to see that great defense turn into some offense here. Joel Hart with the ball in the flank.
I didn't see if Worthy was kicked from behind after the play there.
No foul given.
Well,
Just under 3 or just over 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. 0-0 at this point. Panthers are going to do everything they can to play in here. Ball to Mike. That's well done. Looking to combine Joel and John Bertunka. Oh, pushed in the back. That'll be a free kick for the Panthers. About 25 yards out. Should be very dangerous. Expect to see this ball go somewhere in the vicinity of Mike Worthy's head.
yeah, I don't think this will be a shot. Is that West Burdett on the ball?
It is. Great ball in.
Oh,
just-
wow.
my God, that
That's
was
a-
exactly what they were looking
That's a
for.
great ball from Burdett. And who was that?
Mike Worthy.
He's got his head on the ball.
Had a very similar opportunity in the game on Tuesday night. Similar result.
Just uncontested.
Uncontested.
Totally uncontested.
Just need to get on top of that ball.
Yeah, he's just under it a little bit. That's a great ball by West. Good run by Worthy.
Under 2 minutes now. Panthers still trying to build the attack and find a way through this Kiski defense. Yeah.
Good read by the outside Kiski defender there, stepping inside in that passing lane, taking it away.
It's a St. Clair throw. 90 seconds. See if we can get the ball down and carve out another opportunity. going to be a free kick for
Yeah.
the Panthers from just inside the end line.
Pretty easy to discern Kiski's game plan at this point in time. Not a heck of a lot of play through all thirds of the field. If they're going to threaten, it's going to be on a quick strike.
Or on a defensive miscue. Let's hope we can keep those from developing. Under 40 seconds now. St. Clair dispossessed in the midfield.
And again, just good composed defending by the Panthers.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, that'll do it, folks. We are back for the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Well-
Davis, our cameraman is, in fact, we can probably focus on him. He's over at the snack bar right now.
Hope he's bringing us
He
some
was
goodies.
hungry, He was hungry, so Brett's going to take over camera duties.
So, what do you think we need to do differently the second half here, Robert?
We need to score.
Scoring would be good. Scoring would be good.
Let's find feet in the final third, be dangerous in the penalty area, and see what that gets us.
Sounds good.
So it looks like we're starting the second half the same way we started the game.
No changes?
No changes. Sorry, Chesko. I don't know that Nick Chesko was started the first half, but he's out there now. So Mackey up top. Joel Hart on the left. Kiski coming forward, gets past West. Mike will be there to clear that ball nicely. So throwing for Kiski. They seem to have picked up the pace here a little in the early part of the second half.
Nice little step over.
Well, a nice ball in and a great goal. That's a great goal, well earned.
Who's the number?
We will find out here in a minute. Assist by number 10, very nice move and a quick ball in.
Just great movement on the left side there by the Kiski player. Nice step over. Push goes by our defender and just hammers the ball to the far post.
21.
Give me a name.
And
21, Dutch Schaefer.
and to Kiski's credit, they got over the ball and headed it down into the goal where we put our headers over the goal. We find ourselves down 1-0.
So like we talked
Kiski
about,
goal scored by Dutch Schaefer.
like we talked about in the first half, all out possession doesn't mean much. You can't get dangerous
Well,
opportunities out.
Unfortunately, that's been the story of our lives here.
But I'll give Kiski credit. They came out with an extra spring in their step there in the second half, and maybe caught us a little bit on our heels. And that extra pace that they had paid off for them. Our cameraman is back.
Bearing gifts.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Jacob. Yeah, unfortunate for St. Clair. And now you've got to wonder just how attack-minded Kiski's going to be. Probably not as of yet going defensive mode. Probably playing with a hell of a lot of confidence right now.
I see Hayden Bernhardt is coming into the game. This is a strategy that Coach Schneider employed the other night, moving Mike Worthy up top, putting Hayden in center back, trying to find that goal that we haven't been able to find. So we'll have Wes and Hayden in the middle of the back for us, and Mike Worthy moves up to attacking midfield position. We'll sit in behind Steve Mackey, see if they can generate some offense from that duo there. great recovery by Hayden. Worked that attack. It's one of Hayden's strengths, his physicality and his speed. Very hard to beat in the back.
I'm not sure how you don't call that a foul, but
Player down for Kiski.
we'll take it. Hopefully just got the wind knocked out of him.
Player down is number 10. Kiski. He'll come off, try to collect his thoughts.
I don't know
Be a goal kick for the Panthers.
I don't know if the ref's just looking at that saying, well, the ball was well away, or Hayden was just at the spot before he arrived, and he may have felt that the offensive player just ran over Hayden's foot.
Right, exactly. That'll be a foul in favor of the Panthers. So Mike Gordon steps up, takes a quick ball. It's off the referee and out of bounds. It's a good combination. Ball played to the corner, but looks like it'll go out over the end line for a Kiski goal kick. So we've had some personnel changes. Do we change the formation at all to try to generate some more offense here for the Panthers?
Probably stick with what he's got, at least for a
At
while.
least for a while.
Yeah, at least for a while.
At least for a while. Be patient.
Maybe the last 20 minutes. Because again, it's not like the boys haven't created chances. It's just a matter of actually finishing.
All right, and again, I credit Kiski again for coming out with a real spring in their step. They really took it up the pace.
It's a great ball by Mackey.
It is. See if we can get this one.
They'll hold up play here as a second ball comes on the field.
Ethan Dicer coming back into
Coming
the
in
game.
for Nick Chesko.
Good movement forward by Don Pizzon there. That's what we're going to need if we want to carve out a goal. Movement, movement, movement. We need to keep making life difficult for Kiski because at this point with a 1-0 lead, they're liable to try to pack it in a little bit and preserve their advantage.
Yeah, because it seems like the edge that they had early on has faded somewhat, that initial burst. And we may settle back into where the game was in the first half, where we just kind of controlled what was going on.
We can get the ball on the floor here. We want to use our advantage and skill. Be patient, keep the ball moving, get it, give it, and keep moving off the ball. Good for St. Clair here. Need to be patient. Nice ball. Let's see if he can get it in. All defended. That's a goal kick.
Coach Snyder looking for a foul there for a penalty kick.
Yeah, and that was well in the box. Would have been a PK.
Yeah, no question, but would have been a harsh PK if it was called that way. Matt Kiernan with, I guess, a shoulder block on that one.
Sort of looked to me like he just got run into there.
Yep,
The other kid took the worst of it, so Matt got called for the foul.
much to his amazement, and I don't blame him. Ball lofted into the box.
That is going to be a Kiski corner kick. Headed over the end line for St. Clair.
Well, after tonight's game, the Panthers open up section play next week. I believe with the Moon Tigers,
Tuesday of next week.
Tuesday of next week, at Moon.
Corner kick cleared out by the Panthers. Still fighting to get the ball out of the defensive third. That'll be another foul.
Another foul on the Panthers.
Another free kick for Kiski.
You can just see the frustration building on the Panthers' faces.
We've got 30 minutes left here. Need to be patient. Keep the ball moving.
We'll be at Moon next Tuesday, and then a week from today, the Panthers welcome Cannon Mac here for the first home section game of the year.
Another foul against the Panthers. You hate to give up this many opportunities in your defensive third, because sooner or later you're going to pay.
Well, we know everything's being called, so we just have to be a little smarter relative to following through and making contact with the players. It's not a question of whether it's a foul or not. Point is, he's calling everything like that.
That's correct.
So if he's calling it, then you just need to adjust for it.
Well, taking free kick got through the wall, but was blocked on about the 6-yard
Yeah,
line.
dangerous. So that ball should not be getting through the wall. And I'm not sure if it got through the wall, if it was on either side of the wall, but that type of ball should not be getting through the wall.
That'll go out over the end line for a goal kick. Substitution coming in. Robbie Mertz is on. Joel Hart is coming off. Coach Schneider is going to put Robbie on the left flank. Keep Mike in the middle. Steve Mackey up top, and Ethan Dysert on the right.
Play on, says the referee. It's a great ball into space.
That should go out for a corner. Panthers corner. That's better. There we saw an example. Got the ball in.
That's exactly right.
Steve Mackey's speed. He was able to hold it up and find the runner, Mike Worthy, there.
Coming from a deeper position.
Ball floated in. Good defensive header by Kiski. Ball back to midfield. Panthers need to work hard to keep the ball here, even if it means playing back or playing a simpler pass. No need to be speculative in passing. Keep possession of the ball. Be patient.
That's a great
ball by
find.
Worthy. Out to the right flank. Ball laid back for Kevin Muck.
You can see Mackey's a little frustrated there relative to the service, and
Okay, well, this is better. We're getting some chances.
Yeah, a little better, but a little bit choppier than the first half. We're definitely not controlling the ball to the extent that we did in the first half.
Midfielder Adam Ballish coming into the game. Kiski.
Just under 27 minutes left in the game here tonight, and you know this is a non-section game. It has no bearing on whether or not the Panthers make the playoffs. We are far away from the playoffs, but it is a non-section game. The games that count start on Tuesday.
It would be nice to see the Panthers sort of learn how to come from behind here to get the equalizer and possibly even a winner. So just got to be patient. Plenty of time left. Another free kick for Wes.
Nice driven ball in.
Great ball in. And Mike was offsides on the second ball.
You see a recurring theme here for our front runners finding themselves in that position.
Well won by Kevin Muck.
Who was rewarded for his efforts. It looks like a head or shoulder or something in the mouth.
Like I said, I've been really impressed with his physicality the first few games. Just he's been playing real well.
And Kevin's a player that saw varsity time last year, definitely has some experience. No question he can play at this level, play well for the Panthers at this level.
Nice slide tackle there by Kiski to dispossess Kevin. Touch got away from him a little bit. Good throw by Dawn. Just need to keep the ball here. Let Kiski chase it.
This is better.
Like Steve coming out.
Swing that ball around.
Oh, come on.
That was in the box and should be a penalty kick. And he's calling it outside the box. So St. Clair will get a chance here from just outside the box.
They'll take their time on this and get this set up.
Worthy was held as he tried to dribble and beat a defender on the left point.
And you knew that because?
The zebra called it with the holding ball in, deflected, right to the Kiski goalie. I think Mike saw that he had an opportunity to go to the near post of that ball and tried to sneak it in. Adam Ballish coming off now. And then James and Misty going back in for Kiski. Simple.
Yeah. Good shield by Kevin to win that ball back.
St. Clair just needs to stay patient and focus on keeping possession of the ball. They'll be able to wear Kiski down a little bit. I think that they can do that. Tackle by Dom.
And we'll have a throw in here for St. Clair. A little over 22 minutes left in the second half. It's 1-0. Kiski. off of a real nice goal early in the second half. This could be trouble if he releases the ball quickly.
Out upfield. There's Hayden doing a nice job against Dakota.
Yeah, Hayden, very good defense.
Well done. Well done by Hayden back. Seen him do that many times. It's hard to beat. Long ball played by Dawn. Looks like it's going to find Steve in the left corner. Ball crossed in but cleared by Kiski.
Another substitution for Kiski.
Coming on is Patrick Fox, midfielder. Zach Wilson's coming up.
Let's push that ball outside.
Well done by Ethan to keep that in.
That'll be a
Go for a throw.
St. Clair throw-in.
Looking to have West throw this in. Get some time. Get West down there on the substitution.
Got John Gertunka coming in, Joel Hart coming off, Stephen Mackey, and Ethan Dysert. Big throw in the box.
Oh. Second ball volley just wide by Kevin Monk. Had a good look at it there, but just couldn't quite find the target. That's a weapon with Wes.
Yeah, no question. It gives you a chance every time. Yeah.
Every single time. I have a feeling we'll solve one of those before the night's out here.
Change the point of attack here. Yeah. Well, Robbie cutting in created some opportunities there. This ball never made it on frame.
Kiski not as interested in going forward right now. They got 5 men across the back and 3 holding players in front of them, so they're looking to hold on to this advantage. Great give and go. They're doing corner. Don and Mike hooking up on a nice combination there. Another corner for the Panthers. See if we can get one on frame here. Ball played in. Goalie makes an easy play on it.
He's in absolutely no rush to get rid of it.
He won't be for the rest of the game, that's for sure. If the score remains 1-0.
It's like Garrett Blake's up. He'll get an opportunity to play this evening.
Well, with Garrett, if Garrett's coming into the game, he also possesses a long throw capability that might allow West to actually get in the mix in front of goal, if that's what they decide to do. It wouldn't be bad. West, with his height, might be a nice advantage for the Panthers.
Well, trying to put a through ball there, just a little too much pace, and the ball rolls harmlessly over the end line. It's a goal kick coming out for Kiski. Well, Garrett Blake's going to come in for, looks like Troy Kiernan. Little,
We'll move Dom up to the holding midfield position here. We'll go in at left back. Here comes the throw from Garrett. See if we can get this in the middle of the goal.
big throw in by Blake.
Oh, just through the goal.
Just skips through the goal mouth. Harmlessly through. It's a goal kick for Kiski coming out.
It's really an advantage for the Panthers. I'm sure as the season goes on to have two players on the field that can throw the ball.
They'll score. I mean, they'll score off of that. You know, through the course of the season, they'll I'm sure, collect a number of goals through that.
And I think it's important for the Panthers just to keep possession of the ball. Don't get impatient. Don't get too speculative with the balls forward. Try to keep it simple. And the ball from Garrett through to Joel. Well defended. Up for a goal kick at Kiski.
That's probably the third or fourth ball in a row that's just, unfortunately, run harmlessly over the end line. That one was a little closer than the others.
Mackey and Dysart back into the game for the Panthers.
Some good hard tackle in the middle of the field there. Got to swing that ball around. It's tough up the middle right now. They've got so many guys in the back.
It's going to be hard.
It's just really congested. I mean, Kiski's got 10 players behind the ball. They've got a lone forward.
That's why these set pieces will be important. Throw-ins and free kicks we can earn.
Well, that's why you have to score when you have your chances.
That's true.
Plain and simple. We still got 14 minutes left here to score.
Kevin Muck called for a push. That'll be a free kick for Kiski. Again, I'm sure you'll see them take their time with this.
Looks like there's a substitution here waiting to be put in for Kiski, number 8.
Zach Wilson.
Good opportunity by Kiski there off the deflected header. Just a missed hit. Those balls on the ground at this point are going to be tough. There's just a lot of people. There's a lot of people back there. Just under 11 left in the game.
Yeah, you won't see Kiski being very interested in possessing the ball at this point. They're going to want to clear the ball at every opportunity. Keep it in front of them and get it out when they can.
And here's a substitution for Kiski. Zach Wilson going in, and it's like number 28 or 29
Fox
coming out.
Free kick for the Panthers here midfield. Ball back. Ball needs to be still before you play it. And it needs to to be in the right spot. Third time's a charm, right?
Well, now we're being stickler for the details.
Just under 12 minutes now. Panthers working hard for an equalizer here. It's not getting easier. Great tackle by Hayden.
Just gotta settle the ball down here a little bit, get control of it, and restart. Well, that'll be a throw-in for Kiski. Kiski will take this for the remainder of the night if they can.
Absolutely.
Big bouncing balls in the middle of the field. Really no flow to the game right now. Just extremely choppy.
Handball. Not called. That'll be a free kick for the Panthers. Well inside their own half.
Coming up on a 10-minute mark.
Oh, the call.
Got the holding call.
This will be a free kick from a very dangerous spot. Looks like Mike Worthy's lining up to take the kick. I'd like to see him on the receiving end.
Lofted into the box. It's going to go out for a goal kick.
This can get frustrating for a team that's controlled most of the game and had their chances. Hasn't been able to score. Gets down a goal and then the other team backs it in. Makes it very difficult for them to find a way through. But the Panthers just have to stay patient here. Get the ball on the floor. Try to
Well,
work it.
it's not- Unfortunately, it's not a script we haven't seen before.
This is true. Good, simple. Build the attack. Keep possession. That'll
Go out for a corner.
So another chance on a set piece. Maybe this is how we do it. Looks like possibly Wes Burdette coming in to try to get his head on this one. Ball floated in. Laid off. And well defended by Kiski. Not cleared though. Panthers still with a chance.
Still threatening.
Great move by Wes. Deflected out by Kiski.
Comes out to
Still
Kevin
has
into the box. Garrett Blake steps up, win the ball.
Done, Ethan. Good hustle.
Yep. And that's
Out
cor-
for a corner.
corner kick. A little under 8 minutes left. Well, we're getting our practice on our corner kicks, that's for sure. Just over the bar.
Yeah, that's a tough one. A half wall lead. Make sure you got to get over that shot.
Had the keeper worried. Another Kiski substitution.
29, Patrick Fox coming back on. Panthers, the clock is against them right now.
Well, coaching staff has Joel Hart up with just under 7 minutes left.
Joel coming into the game. And going to zone.
Goes out on the far
Ball
side.
goes like Garrett. Tries to find Robbie in the flank. All right, another thrower going to get a shot at the goal here.
6:20 left. Still 1-0 Kiski.
Great throw by Garrett in the box. Can we find the second ball? Cleared out by Kiski. And look to counterattack here. Not sure how that ball stayed in. Well defended again by Hayden. Panthers will come forward with it.
Wishful thinking on my part to maybe get a handball there. Or there.
Handball there in the box. That's out for a corner.
Another corner kick.
Seem to be plenty of opportunities to blow the whistle there, huh? But I guess he doesn't want to decide this on a penalty kick unless it's blatant.
Maybe he's not sure that you can't use your hands. Robbie with a quick turn.
Ball played in too close to the keeper, and he'll gobble that one up.
We collect it again. Good control by West, just distribution failed him.
Looks like they moved West forward, leaving Hayden alone in the back in the middle. Try to get a little more offense. That'll go for Panthers throw.
Wonderful work there.
Inside, this could be it. Yes. Oh, no one home. Corner. Ball ended up right in the middle of the goal, 6-yard line.
Nobody making that near post run.
Fine.
We had a couple guys in the far post.
Yeah, no one.
Just
no
nobody
one
crashing
right
on
in
a
the
near
goal.
post run,
Garrett
yeah.
did, far post. Another corner. Ball in. We find a shot. Yes.
That's
Yes,
a great
Panthers
hit.
Goal. Stephen Mackey equalizes with just under 4 minutes left.
Panther goal scored by Steve Mackey.
Fantastic
What's
ball.
the assist? Robbie? With an assist by Robbie Mertz.
Great composure there on the ball. Settled it down, found his mark, and buried it in the far panel. Well done. They had that one coming. Again, off a set piece.
Well,
When they're back in like that.
no question. They earned that one.
Absolutely.
No question.
Maybe we can.
Stephen
maybe we
does,
can find
and
another.
Stephen does a great job staying over top of the ball, as opposed to hitting it to Cleveland.
Well hit. Well hit. There we go. Another combination leaves Dicer on the right side. Nice move to get the end line.
Ooh.
Ball just skipped up on him.
Now that's what we were
Last
talking about earlier in the game, to try and make that move and take the ball to the end line. Okay, he just unfortunately couldn't get around it to bring it back. I don't know if he was trying to pass it or shoot it, but a little different as opposed to going out wide and just crossing that ball in.
Panthers have slid West back into the center back position again. He needs to be careful here.
That'll be a foul. That ball will be coming out.
There's two freshmen going at it there. Two good boys. Another throw. So we're going to find a quick throw to Steve Mackey. Yeah, we need to think about holding that one up, letting Garrett come up and have a crack at that.
Well, you know what this could mean?
Overtime.
Could means I'm I'm getting to bed a little bit later than I thought I was. Could mean overtime. Could mean an opportunity to get some other guys into play. I don't recall if they play overtime for the non-section games.
They did not the other night in Mooney, but that's Ohio. That was Ohio rules.
Because you're in a different area code and state.
They actually had guys with flags there on sidelines. Here we go.
That'd be the Ohio rules.
That's 4.
Had a chance from the middle. Robbie Mertz lined it up, but hits it over the bar. Able to keep it down.
What do you think we have out there as a crowd tonight there, Rob?
Well,
Maybe 100?
I would say. What do you think?
I'd say 150.
150.
Is the announced crowd.
Record attendance for the 2011 home season. Well, 1 minute left in the period.
That will go to the goalie. Sure why that wasn't a foul on the
In some other leagues around the world, studs up into the goalkeeper is frowned upon. Obviously not in this establishment.
Long ball forward, looking for Ethan Dysert. And that goes to the Kiski goalie. As we say, 30 seconds left here.
Worthy with the ball in the center of the park.
Find Ethan on the outside. Early
That's a
ball
goal.
in.
Oh!
Offsides. They're calling offsides.
Offsides.
I'm not sure how that could be offsides. We'll have to check the tape. Can we get a replay in the booth?
10, 9,
I'm sorry, no replays.
7, 6,
we don't have the
5,
technology for that.
4,
Not
3,
yet.
2, 1. Overtime.
All right, well done by the Panthers to find the equalizer. We're going to see if we're in overtime.
You are sure, guaranteed.
Players are milling about.
Exchanging phone numbers down there, it appears.
Looks like we're not sure whether we're going to overtime or not. We're shaking hands. Shirts are coming off. I guess that. Guess we're gonna play. Looks like we're gonna play. This will go to 2-10s as their golden goal. Do we know?
I
Is their golden goal?
I think it's golden goal. Well, Coach Schwoll is shaking his head down there.
It is golden goal, and we'll see if we can find the golden goal. Well, let's talk about the second half a little bit. Kiski came out, established a work rate early, and got the reward in their early goal. Clogged up the field from that point on. Panthers did well to keep persistent and keep coming at them, but ultimately it was a set piece that got them the goal, the equalizer.
And I think the word there that's important is persistent, because the second half was choppy for us. Did not control the game as much as we did in the first half. Okay, found the sledding a little bit difficult as Kiski packed it in as a drew down, but just kept coming and coming and got the goal towards the end.
Well, this will be fun. Let's see if we can get a winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the game now progresses to overtime. 2 10-minute overtimes, but it's golden goal, so the first team to score will win.
Thanks for the clarification there, Mr. C. Looks like the crowd's hanging in there. Student section's hanging in.
Well, we're back. OT, golden goal.
We're back in black here, yes. And let's see what Coach Schneider's putting out for the overtime.
It's like Stephen Mackey up top.
As if they might go with a similar lineup to the starting lineup, although he's keeping Hayden Bernhardt in the back and
Worthy up
Ward
top.
with the attacking midfield.
Joe Hart outside on the left. Looks like Ethan Dysett outside on the right. Troy Kieran and Don Pizzone in the middle. And across the back, Garrett, Hayden, Wes, and Matt Kiernan. Quick restart there.
Finding Dysert wide on the right. That's it. Just need to keep the ball. Again, Kiski with 10 men behind the ball. Playing very conservative, looking to score off the counter if they can.
So nice ball in.
Garrett. Can't find the mark. Great turn by Ethan Dice to get that cross in, but deflected and cleared by Kiski.
It's back outside.
Kiski's away, looking for that counter. That'll go for a St. Clair throw. Great throw to Steve Mackey, lays it off for no.
Yeah, I think Joe got hung up a little bit in the play there. He just needs a.
Let's get it on the floor. Move Dom up into the holding mid position. There's a nice combination of Mike Worthy and Steve Mackey.
He's going to need some support here. In a white shirt.
That's a good ball from Kiski to get it up to their target. Trevor Lang, who's holding it up, waiting for support from the midfield.
It's good composure on the ball in the back.
That's a foul. So the Panthers will have a free kick just inside their half of the midfield line.
Just under 7 minutes left in the first OT. Garrett lets that ball run out.
The Panthers would do well to just keep the ball here, keep things simple. Wait until they can find the right opening.
Well, it almost looks like a little bit here. It's offense, defense in one end, offense, defense in the other end, and not a whole heck of a lot going on as far as number of players in the middle. Substitute for Kiski. Number 29, is that Fox?
Patrick Fox. Yes.
Waiting to come in when called. Push from behind. St. Clair with free kick coming out. Nice little cut.
Dom coming through the midfield.
And this will be a big throw coming in by Garrett Blake. That could not have felt too good.
Never went out though.
No?
Now it's a Kiski throw.
Fox coming in. Number 21 coming out.
Brett Schaefer leading the field. No substitutions so far this overtime period for the Panthers. 4 minutes left. Score knotted at 1-1, first overtime.
Refs call a Kiski throw in. Just a little miscommunication earlier, that's all. Just put the ball behind him.
That's good. Let's keep the ball. Simple passes. Well won by Hayden. Pretty strong game in the direction.
There's a good ball over top. We got to get numbers in the box.
Touch. Too much. Just got away from me.
A little heavy. Second touch was heavy.
Yes. Good ball outside by Mike Worthy.
Yeah, good ball by Worthy, and a nice thing, you know, in my eyes, Ethan took that ball and went straight to goal. He's not looking to take it outside. He hold up. Okay, he took the ball and went straight at goal. And we had 3 or 4 guys that were racing in.
Yeah, it was a really good opportunity. I agree. It's good to see him run right at that near post and try to make something happen off that play.
Yeah, quite frankly, I think it's the first time all game I've seen someone go direct in a goal like that. Joel Hart with a nice little steal there.
And that ball will remain in. Goal dispossessed. Kiski will take it the other way.
A little over 2 minutes left in this first overtime period. Ball gets swung around.
Good hustle by Matt to keep it in on the far side. That's a good ball through. Ethan.
To Mackey.
He's going to get a look at goal. Nice. Well saved.
Yeah, good look. He didn't get all he wanted on the shot.
Now, I think the
Okay.
pressure from the defender just made him get rid
Put
of
him off a little bit. Maybe the ball was a little too far in front of him. Nonetheless, he was able to put it on frame. It's not a terribly difficult save by the keeper, but he did make him work. It's Worthy using his body nicely there.
Approximately left in this first overtime. Mike Worthy carrying the ball through the middle.
Push it outside to Dysert.
We get it in. That'll go off for a corner, deflected off the Kiski defender. So we're going to get a chance here.
Yeah, we'll have time. About 50 seconds left, so we'll definitely have time to get off a good corner here. No need to rush it.
So Joel Hart will
Just
be
get it
taking-
set up.
Bring Wes up. Looking to frame the goal here. Ball in. And the goal again.
Right to the keeper's hands.
About the
Well, one of the things, yeah, obviously one of the things we got to work out is just get that ball driven in and get it out away from the keeper. We put way too many balls into the keeper's hands on corners tonight.
Just under 20 seconds left. Panthers with the ball coming to midfield.
It's a good ball into Joel. Come on,
Joel lays it in the middle for Steve Mackey, just
10,
beyond him.
9, 8, 7,
Rip it.
6.
And that one came with a stewardess.
One.
I believe. What film are they showing on that flight?
All right, well done by the Panthers. They played well that period, and still very much in the running here.
Yeah, I think justice has been restored. Definitely controlling the game. Again, creating some chances. And we'll be back here in a minute or so for the start of the second overtime.